name's Ariana, and this is my channel, Stories Save Us. Thanks for stopping by. This is my first wrap-up ever. Since I just recently started this channel, I thought it would be perfect to end here. These are all the books I've read or listened to the audiobooks of for 2018, and I'm really excited to get started. And this year I read about 50 books. Next year my goal is to read 100 books. So I'm just going to go through these. Some of them I've already talked about on this channel. So let's just get started. But before we do, cheers. Okay, so I've got my Goodreads list in front of me. I'm not going to do them completely in the order that I read them because I read a lot of series. So once I get to a series, I'll just lump in all the ones that I read in that series. That'll just make it easier. So let's get started. First two books I read in 2018 were Saga Volume 4 and Saga Volume 5. You guys, I can't believe that I haven't read any more of these since then because I flipping love this series. I've only gotten to Volume 5. And I lent the first 3 to my dad, and I'm about to go get those back so I can reread them because, you guys, if you have not read these graphic novels by Brian K. Vaughan and Fiona Staples, like the humor and the brutality and the ridiculousness, it's so much fun. It's such a bizarre world that they've created. It's a sci-fi world. It's kind of like Romeo and Juliet-esque if they were aliens on these warring planets and ended up having a baby and they're like fleeing from freaking assassins and robots, and there's just like, it's super sexy and super ridiculous, and I just love it so much. Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo. It's the first book of hers I ever read. I listened to the audiobook toward the beginning of the year. I was just scrolling through the Audible fantasy section hoping for something, and I really, really liked it. And I went ahead and also listened to Siege and Storm, the second one, and really liked it, but I'm going to have to reread them because I feel like I went through them so quickly, and then I, for some reason, could not get into the third one. Like, I couldn't. I want to go back and reread these because I did really, I don't know. I thought I really liked them, but I also went through them very quickly. And I don't think I was fully there for it. And then I just could not get into the third one. Like, I was really looking forward to finishing it, and then I just couldn't get into it. And I hope it's not because I like the Darkling. He's a bad guy. It's stupid. Why do we do this, girls? Why? I know. He's bad man. But damn. So, I need to go reread the first two and finish the third one. So, I read the first two in the beginning of the year. Another Harry Potter run-through of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. That's one of my faves. I love that one. Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. Can you see that? Am I even showing these? Oh god. And Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. So I listened to these or reread them. Actually, this year I didn't actually read them. I did the audiobooks, which I've never done, and they were great. But I normally reread these at least once every 2 years. Just cuz. But I listened to the audiobook this time around, and it was great. I loved the audiobook and I just went straight through the whole series, and it was lovely. And occasionally, when I would like have a lot of time to read, which I didn't normally this past year. I was running. But occasionally, I'd be sitting at home, like, listening, and I'd be like, I'm just gonna go pick up the book and follow along. And of course, I read faster than the audiobook, unless I like super high speed it. So I was like going back and forth between the audiobook and reading it, and yeah, it was fun. Another Harry Potter go through. What's next? Ready Player One by Ernest Cline. I saw the movie and I loved it, and I normally like to read the books first, but sometimes your dad takes you to the movie and you gotta go see the movie. And it was great, and so I just wanted more of that world. And this one, I listened to the audiobook by Will Wheaton. Oh, it is so perfect. Will Wheaton, who I have met, and we have his autograph, and I love Will Wheaton. And him reading this was just perfect. All the D&D references, and there's a reference about Will Wheaton in the book, and I was just giggling. It was great. I did find that they were very different, the book and the movie. I thought that there was a lot more like D&D stuff in the book, and they really made it more like action-oriented in the movie, which makes sense. I get it. But I look at them as two separate awesome things. They did do different things, but I loved both of them. So, yeah, I really liked Ready Player One. I'd like to read it again. The Magicians by Lev Grossman. I'm obsessed with The Magicians TV show, and I can't wait for the next season. And so in my like angst waiting for more of the show, I was finally like, I should read the book. But I was a little hesitant because, I don't know, I've heard weird things about it, I wasn't sure, and it did end up being very dark, like, not like dark, but like, I don't know, very like negative emotions throughout, which I really relate to, and which the show does too, but they throw in freaking musical scenes now and then, so I'm okay. But the book, I got through it, I really liked it, and I just want more of the world, but I haven't finished the second one, The Magician King. That one, I'm just nervous because I know from the show, I think I know what's going to happen. I'm not sure, but I'm scared. Because the second one follows Julia more. We get to find out more about her, and I love her. She's like my favorite character, but I'm scared about what's going to happen. Into the Magic Shop, a neurosurgeon's quest to discover the mysteries of the brain and the secrets of the heart by James R. Doty. This was great. It was the first like study book that I read this year, and I had heard about it before and just went with it, and it was great. It's about this neurosurgeon who we get a lot of like flashbacks to when he was growing up and his traumatic childhood and family problems, but also he goes to this magician shop and meets this wonderful older lady who teaches him basically manifestation and meditation and how to focus on the heart. And it's really a great read for people who are interested in psychology and health and how we can heal ourselves, and also manifestation. And I thought it was great coming from his perspective, and how when he fully believes he's able to heal somebody and cut open their heads and work on their brains, like he gives them this belief and he works with them. It was a very interesting read. I really liked it. The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. Dang, I listened to this audiobook. I had to listen to it again a second time, and I was very upset because I didn't know that there wasn't anything after it. So when I finished it, I was like, I need more, and then there was no more, but there will be more very soon, at least sooner than when I read that. So I really liked it. I'm looking forward to more. The way it starts out is just so like in your face, and I'm like, but yeah, I can't wait for the next one. Yes. The Power of Habit. Why Do We Do What We Do in Life and Business by Charles Duhigg. Power of Habit. It had a lot of great stuff about, a lot of great case studies about how we can change our habits, about how habits affect our lives, like the woman who is a gambling addict and how she literally couldn't stop because it was so ingrained in her mind, or people who have brain injuries who can't make new memories, but yet they can improve skills like golfing. You know, it's really a great read if you're into psychology, if you're interested in stuff like that, but also if you are looking to change certain habits that you might have, that you, like if you want to have a better morning routine, or if you have a habit that really bothers you, it did have a lot of sources and info about how you can start to change your own habits. So it was a good read. Allure Laura. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Allure Laura by Chantal Gaudry. This I read as an ebook, and I read it in like a day after work, getting a beer, and it wrecked me. Like, it wrecked me. And at first I was like, no. And I was really upset, and I was like, who would write this book? But then at the end of the book, I was like, I was happy. It was not an easy read. Trigger warnings for rape and family abuse, sexual abuse. Holy cow. It's about this man, a king, who wants his daughter, and she has to escape him. But I'm telling you, I was not expecting it to end as well as it did, and I was scared, but I had to finish it. And at the ending, I felt so good. Like, it felt healing at the end. So that book got me. It was intense. The Code of the Extraordinary Mind by Vishen Lakhiani. I have been with Mind Valley for a long time. I love Mind Valley. I went to the Mind Valley reunion, the first one. I've seen Vishen live. I know all this stuff. I've already known like all this stuff, but I finally finished the book, and of course, so good. And he talks about changing the bullshit rules that are holding us back in our lives, and different techniques and different case studies and stories about how we can change our lives for the better. It's really good, motivational, good stuff. You Are a Badass by Jen Sincero, and I also read You Are a Badass at Making Money by Jen Sincero. These were really fun. I read a lot of books. Holy shit. I read a lot of books like this, so it wasn't necessarily like unique to me. I liked her personality. I liked her swearing. I liked her humor. It's really good, relatable, but it wasn't like totally unique. I read a ton of stuff like this. So, really good. For me, not the best because I've just read all that stuff before a million times. Stormfront, The Dresden Files #1 by Jim Butcher. I actually read this because one of my healer friends told me about it, that somebody had told him that the main character was basically him. Because we were joking about how, as healers, sometimes stuff doesn't work around us. Like, things are weird. Things are weird for healers sometimes. And I know it sounds crazy, and that's fine if you don't believe me, but, like, electronics sometimes don't work around me. Like, touchpad's not reading my fingers. And so we were joking about the weird, crazy stuff that happens to us sometimes. And he said that somebody recommended that series to him because the main character is very much like that. So I was like, ooh, give me some of that. You're the Placebo by Dr. Joe Dispenza. I love this book. I love the placebo effect, and it's magical, and I love it! Like, people dismiss the placebo effect so out of hand all the time. Like, oh, it's just the placebo effect. Just the placebo effect. You mean just the mind's ability to heal the body without anything? No medication, no nothing. Just, that's why we have to test medication against the effectiveness of a placebo. Because there are going to be people who are given a sugar pill who magically are healed because they believe they are healed. That's my jam. So if you're interested in the placebo effect and how you can heal your body, there's like meditations in it, lots of really cool case studies. I love You Are the Placebo. It's good reading. Timeless Healing by Herbert Benson. Graceling by Kristen Kishore. I really liked this book. It kind of came out of nowhere for me. I wasn't sure what to expect from this book, but it got me. And I went and got Fire, the second one, but it didn't follow the same characters, so I haven't gotten into it right away. But I really like this. It touched me, and I ended up really liking the characters and the romance. I thought the whole theme was really interesting. I don't know, I really liked it. So that's good. The Power of Your Subconscious Mind by Joseph Murphy. Yeah, read a lot of stuff like that. You know what I'm talking about. The Selection by Kira Cass. The Elite by Kira Cass. The One by Kira Cass. The Heir by Kira Cass. The Crown by Kira Cass. I went through these. When I read through these, I was like, what am I reading? This is so drama. I really wanted more from this series. Like, I feel like the Revolution could have, it could have had so much more action, but I get that that's not what they were for. I still enjoyed them for what they were. It was a fun read. There was a lot of problems with it. I enjoyed them though. I went through them all really quickly. So, it was fun. It was fun. Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself by Dr. Joan Dispenza. Tower of Dawn by Sarah J. Maas, and Kingdom of Ash by Sarah J. Maas. I don't know why I waited so long to read Tower of Dawn. I've been busy. I loved Tower of Dawn. Oh my god, I loved it. And then Kingdom of Ash, everything came together. There was a lot to cover, so many characters. I think that I feel satisfied by the ending to that series that I loved. So, I can't say anything more. I felt satisfied. It was good. The Awakening by L.J. Smith and The Struggle by L.J. Smith. I still haven't read the third one. I don't know why I'm making myself read these. I got them for 50 cents. I love the show. If I love something, I want more of it. So, I go and find more of it. That's what I do. The Strange Library by Haruki Murakami, which I did a review of. A Kiss of Shadows by Laurel K. Hamilton. I lent the second one to somebody, so... A Caress of Twilight by Laurel K. Hamilton. Seduced by Moonlight by Laurel K. Hamilton. A Stroke of Midnight by Laurel K. Hamilton. Mistral's Kiss by Laurel K. Hamilton. A Lick of Frost by Laurel K. Hamilton. Swallowing Darkness by Laurel K. Hamilton. That title made me laugh so much when it came out. Oh my god. Oh, yeah. Divine Misdemeanors by Laurel K. Hamilton. I love this series. I read it very frequently. About the same amount that I read Harry Potter. It's a nice balance I've got. A Court of Frost and Starlight by Sarah J. Maas. You know, I was afraid going into this because I'm on Tumblr and I have to, when something I love comes out, avoid Tumblr because I don't want any spoilers. And I see a lot of great art and stuff, and a lot of people were complaining about this book, and a lot of people loved it. And I don't know, I think this is what it was supposed to be, and it was good, and I liked it. It didn't really do a whole lot for me, but yeah, 'tis good. I just love the characters, so I want more of them, so this was more of them. City of Bones by Cassandra Clare. My reading blog was about this, and I need to get all the rest. And apparently there's more coming out in 2019. I'm so behind. I gotta catch up. So I'm gonna get the next one of this. Many Lives, Many Masters by Brian L. Weiss, MD. This was so fun. So I am a hypnotherapist. This book is a case study of a psychiatrist who had this client who then, he saw her for years, couldn't help her, and then eventually tries hypnosis with her and goes on this awesome experience, which I've been on, where past lives start coming out and like channeling stuff goes on. So this was his journey of being floored by her experiences and what was coming through her. Yeah, this was really cool. If you like psychology, if you're interested in hypnosis and past lives, this was really cool. I enjoyed it. Neuro Wisdom by Mark Walden. This was really great. I liked all the practical things that they had in it about how to switch your mood and become more productive, how to be more successful. It's really cool. It focused a lot on mindfulness, which is very important to me and my teachings too, so I really liked this book. Neuro Wisdom. I just did a review on this, The Girl on the Train. Yeah, I really liked it. I hadn't read a thriller in a while, and it definitely got me. It got me. Yeah, so Girl on the Train, and then I'm going to include, since I'm almost done with it, Mind Over Medicine by Lisa Rankin. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. Again, I read a lot of books like this, so not a whole lot of brand new stuff, but I really like her perspective. She was a doctor and came from a family of doctors, and so had this like way of looking at the world that didn't really include self-healing or the placebo effect. And she has a lot of case studies on the placebo effect too, which are really great, and I like her personality that comes through. It's a really relatable read. I feel like if you're interested in that, this is a great book to read. So that is my 2018 wrap up. Woo! I'm excited. I think I got all of them. Pretty sure. I think. Yeah. So, yay, 2018 is over, and I'm so excited for 2019. And I don't know how long it's going to take to edit this video, but hopefully it'll be there before 2019. Alright, thanks for sticking around. I would love to know if you've read any of these books and how you felt about them. And yeah, I'll see you in 2019. Alright, see you around the tubes. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Shit. Shit.